thank you so much for coming through and honoring us with your presence. We might not have jets, all of us. We've used boarding passes to come here, but that was quite inspiring. I mean, from a fellow blood brother telling us, to gear up and come through and help others. Take us through. What came to your mind for you to come through?
It was intentional from the background that I'll be doing a big project of gas to power in Richards Bay. So before I then commit to go to schools, this was the best vehicle. The reason that they carried through on the playoffs is because I flew down and I met with them and I said, you will miss the opportunity if you get relegated. The opportunity is here and it's already been signed. So therefore then, for me, I then said to them, I'm prepared to sign, and I've signed it. I don't talk about because if you sponsor a PSL team, PSL needs to approve it. So this sponsor was approved by Board of Governors. And therefore, thereafter then, I then said, I will give them 20 million per season for 3 years, but also they need certain things, like goalkeeper coach. They need proper facilities to be trained, which that cannot come out of the sponsor, because then it will defeat the purpose. So I said, I'm giving you an allowance up to 40 million, so that then you can build facilities that are going to make you compete with others. Because you see a situation, right? Chiefs has a lot of coaches in different departments. Chiefs have dietitians, Richards Bay don't. I'm not sure even where do they eat, what do they eat. So their fitness needs to be analyzed, the facilities needs to be analyzed, the stadium is not complete, maybe we may have to invest in that for a short while. The intention is to build them a proper facilities with a stadium.
Chairman, I'm looking at this club. It's always known as just another club within the program.
It will never be again, ever. It will never be. I can tell you, Richards Bay is going to beat the Gauteng teams this year, because we're going to make sure that they have what it takes. The other surprise that is coming, it will be the coach.
Okay, wait.
No, we're not speculating. I don't speculate, but it will be the coach. The next time you're back here, it's going to be the coach. Before the season starts, it will be the coach.
So there's going to be a change in terms of the coaching department.
Of course.
And it's going to be a same coach.
We'll see. We will see. But we are just not an inactive sponsor. We are an active sponsor because our brand needs to be associated with the winners. So therefore then I need to make sure that I assist them to be winners.
And then you spoke about the Real Madrid. Just tell us more about it.
I'm the energy sector. People know Florentino Perez is the owner of Real Madrid. He's my partner in energy for 15 years. So there is a lot I'm going to be flying down to him to learn as to how this thing is being done. The value of soccer in South Africa cannot be lower compared to EPL or La Liga. This is the same thing, it's the same sport. There is something we are not doing right that needs to be done right.
Chairman, when you were speaking there earlier on, obviously you spoke a good game about you want the team to finish fourth and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the reality of football may be a little bit different. And I'm not saying this with respect to you, but the reality may be different to say you need to manage expectations. Is it realistic to say that this team can actually compete to finish maybe fourth, third, and that kind of stuff?
Commitment is time and resources. And I've already signed for them. They now have the resources in order to attract the best of the best. So if they have the best, why cannot they end on the top four?
I saw that with Amazulu, everything had gone sour after they made such a promise.
Don't compare. Measure me on what I have said.
Mr. Chair, do you have any other experience in football prior to this? Did you have any involvement in the footballing sector prior to this?
No, I'm in business. For me, soccer is also business. So what I will share is my leadership and commitment in terms of resources. So I'm not coming to run Richards Bay, right? But I'm coming to capacitate the chairman of Richards Bay to have all the tools and the necessary people he requires for him to be a winner.
Yeah. Given your business interests in the area, how important is this upliftment that you're doing in this community? I also heard you talking about your relations to the Real Madrid president as well.
It's an introduction, right? In the main, I've been running in the country. You know, if you can check, you'll see that I have plants all over the country, right? However, now I'm coming to KZN for the first time. I need to introduce my company, Phakwe, the Eagle. The reason they were flying the Eagle is Phakwe Gas, the Eagle, right? We have precision. When we do things, we do it to the completion. Therefore, I'm telling you now, let's meet again before the end of this month when we introduce more of the surprises that you're going to see.
Chairman, you said the deal will be of the duration of 3 years. But in your speech earlier, you sounded a bit very ambitious in terms of the goals for the team, and it sounds like it is a long-term plan. How are you planning maybe to extend the deal should the 3 years lapse?
It was for 3 years because in 3 years I'll be completing the project. So after 3 years, there will be bigger funds coming to because then the project would have been there. All I have done, I've advanced this opportunity to them earlier than the project.
Chairman, I'm looking at this club as it is and your involvement. You spoke with so much passion and and belonging.
Yeah.
Is it the club that you've always had your vision on based on what you do?
I told someone when they were in NFD, right? And I said, because of my project plan, I want to stay closer to this particular team. And it happened. Once you put your mind into something, it shall happen.
Yeah. Just the last one, Chairman. Yeah. How important is this kind of support, especially from black business sector towards, because we say this in rugby. And I'm going to put it bluntly and say the white man, the Afrikaner, put their money into rugby. And how important is to see more Phakwes, more Mutsepes, because this is something that our government has made more millionaires and billionaires, but you don't see that money coming back into it.
Yeah. So all the people that did well, Bra Ivan Koza, Bra Keiza, they are now old, right? So now a new generation of support and business needs to emerge, because soccer is the last sector that is still being in black hands. But if we don't plan to maintain it going forward, so businesses like ourselves are coming in now. I always say to people, I am not a black business. I happen to be a black person and successfully being in business.
Thank you.
Thank you.